The following episode is more intense than usual. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey Siri, wanna go out for some coffee?
Okay, here's what I found.
Why does she always take everything literally? Hey guys, what's sizzling? It's Daniel, or Dan, or Danny, or DP, or whatever you prefer to call me, as long as it's not hurtful. Welcome to another episode of Friday Night's Alright for Chatting. This week, I'd like to get something off my chest. You know what really grinds my gears? Internet challenges. Why the frick do we have so many dangerous challenges on the internet? I remember witnessing these cataclysmic events ever since I first got a Facebook at the age of 13. This was when I witnessed planking, which is totally fine by itself, but not when it's taken to extreme levels. Planking on a bench is one thing, but then some people feel the need to take it to such extremely hellish levels that I won't even mention. Just over half a year later, I heard of a trend called the Cinnamon Challenge. Now this is crossing the line! When I found out the truth about this Cinnamon Challenge crap, I decided to twist it up a little bit into my own version, where instead of inhaling a spoonful of cinnamon, I attempted to eat an entire bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch in under 2 minutes. The link to the video is in the description below. In all seriousness though, why would you inhale an entire spoonful of one of the most potent spices on the planet? Why? Just why? Whatever happened to there being a spoonful of sugar to help the freaking medicine go down? Just over half a year after that, I had learned about something called the Salt and Ice Challenge. Again, why? Why would you press ice onto salt that's on your skin? Almost a half a year after that, I decided to come up with my own challenge. This challenge was split into 3 rounds. In round 1, I had to keep 1 lemon-flavored warhead in my mouth for a minute. In round 2, I had to keep 2 lemon warheads in my mouth for a minute. And in round 3, the number of warheads changed from 2 to 3. Just like the video I mentioned earlier, the link is in the description below. A number of years later, I found out that, boy, does it get worse from there. I heard of an insane amount of challenges that I could never even conceive. Apparently, people are crazy enough to do the following. Squeeze their lips into shot glasses, eat Tide Pods, zap their own tongues with tasers, consume peppers that are hotter and more intense than pepper spray, drink Coke while their mouths are filled to the brim with Mentos, rub erasers on their skin, scald themselves in boiling hot water, drink while doing stupidly dangerous things, snort anything they can find, surf on cars and or truck flatbeds, set themselves on fire. The list just goes on! Let me tell you, sometimes popularity and fame can come at such dangerous and idiotic risks that to say it isn't even funny would be one of this century's biggest understatements. Understatements. Of course, it goes without saying that this does not apply to all internet challenges. I am aware of the so-called yoga challenge, which, despite looking really hard, hasn't resulted in any injuries. Thank goodness. I also recall back in 2014 how the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge was huge. And I mean huge. Even I did this challenge back then. This challenge is actually really smart, it supports a phenomenal cause, and best of all, no one gets hurt. With that in mind, here are some challenges that I came up with, which are totally harmless and still fun. First, there's the Alfredo Challenge, where you have to eat an entire meal, minus dessert of course, completely drenched in Alfredo sauce. Next, instead of a challenge that involves eating Tide Pods, I'm going to juggle them. Now, I am no expert juggler. In fact, I'm far from it. So, you basically get what you get here. Next, inspired by planking, I'm going to try bullfrogging. Speaking of frogs, how about a Frogger in Real Life challenge? Then, since it's summertime, let's try a swimming on dry land challenge. After that, we have the Human Bookshelf Challenge, where I try to see how many books I can balance onto my little head at a time. Next, there's the Walking Pillow Head Challenge, where I try to see if I can balance a pillow on my head while walking in a straight line. And finally, since I'm a Broadway enthusiast, how about a bottle dance challenge based on the wedding scene in Fiddler on the Roof? So sorry you had to witness those. Well, that's the end of today's episode. Have you ever tried any internet challenges? I hope not. Do you have any ideas for tamer alternatives to these challenges? Please feel free to keep the conversation going by dropping either a comment or a video response with the hashtag FridayNightsAlrightForChatting. Don't be mean though! I'm watching you! If you like this video, please feel free to click the like button. If you want to follow me on more of my adventures, please feel free to click the subscribe button, and please also feel free to ring the bell so that every time I upload a video, you'll be notified. Also, I've left the links to all of my social media accounts in the description below, in case you want to follow me on social media. Alrighty then, thank you all for watching. I'll see you next week. Stay awesome!